Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Total Cover foundation from NYX. Total Control. I don't know why I keep saying Total Cover. I'm thinking of Cover FX. This is how the foundation comes. It's really small. It comes with 0.43 ounces, and usually foundations are about 1 ounce or so, 1 fluid ounce. So you're getting a little bit less, but I bought mine at IMAX and it was $9. I think it retails for $15 or something like that. This foundation was very, very highly anticipated. A lot of people look forward to it because they had so many different shades, and apparently it's very full coverage. So it just depends on how much you use, obviously. So I'm gonna be, sorry, I'm moving around a lot. So I'm gonna be reviewing it and showing you guys how it looks on my skin. As you guys can see, I have acne prone skin. I have a lot of dark marks on my, don't mind my closure, a lot of dark marks on my forehead, and I just went ahead and did my brows off camera. So I'm just gonna start off by pulling my hair back a little bit just so you guys can see how the foundation applies and everything. So from the, I have the box right here. The instruction says to, within a few drops, our Total Control Drop Foundation delivers sheer to full coverage and a velvety matte finish. Simply adjust the number of drops you use until desired level of coverage is achieved. More drops, more coverage. So basically what I've seen from different videos, you basically have to apply it straight to the face. But I'm going to prime my face first because I have very oily skin. And regardless of how matte or whatever a foundation is, my skin gets very oily. And if you are new to my channel, this may be a little weird to you, but I use Milk of Magnesia, and it comes in this bottle like this. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube telling people like you shouldn't use this on your skin, but I've been using it for years and I've never had an issue with it. So I basically just apply it straight to my skin, mostly in the areas that I get very oily, which is like my forehead area. And I just basically apply a thin layer, and I'll just apply some to my cheeks. Sometimes in the summertime I don't apply anything to my cheeks because I kind of like the dewy look, but on days where I know that I'm gonna get oily and I don't want that to happen and I just want to look matte and natural, I'll just put it all over my face. So I'm just applying it all over. If you don't have oily skin, this does not apply to you. You can just put the foundation on with the regular primer. But I do this because no foundation will look good on my skin unless I use a really mattifying primer, and this is my primer. So that's that. And the thing with the Milk of Magnesia is that it dries white, so I basically have to wait for it to dry in order to put the foundation on top. So I just fan it a little bit. I think I'm gonna pull my hair up a little bit so you guys can see a little track or two, because I need to get this out of my face so no foundation goes on my hair. So I turned down my ring light a little bit. Let me bring out my camera so you guys can see. I pulled my hair up. I look a little ratchet right now, but I'm basically trying to allow you guys to see everything possible. So basically what I've seen from reviews, everyone kind of applies it straight to the face, and I'm going to do just that. Everything is dried in with my Milk of Magnesia. You have to make sure it's all the way dried in. So I just basically squeeze this and apply it straight to my face. So I'm not exactly sure if this is my right shade, but I picked up something that's very similar and I can always work around it. The color is very warm from what I'm seeing off the rip, but it is definitely full coverage, but this is definitely very, very red. Very, very red. Maybe I could have went down one shade, but it's fine. We'll work around it. Thank God for highlight and contouring. I'm sorry guys, you're not even seeing. Thank God for highlight and contouring because this is definitely very red. But sometimes I like looking darker, so it's all good. The foundation doesn't look that bad. I mean, to be honest, because I'm like different tones, it doesn't look bad. I am going to go back in on my forehead to pick up a little bit more, just because I need a little bit more coverage. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go in with my Black Opal Stick Foundation, and I usually use this to cream contour. This is the only product that can make me cream contour. I can't use anything else. Like if I use like a light foundation, I will usually use something like this to contour, or just on a daily basis, to be very honest. I just like the way it looks. Makes me look nice and melanin-y, like melanin popping, all types of crazy. So this is how the foundation looks. It did give me medium coverage. I have dark marks more so on my forehead, so it kind of got covered a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it fully, but everything else is pretty much so covered. You don't see any hyperpigmentation or anything showing through. I obviously have to put on a lip balm or something because my lips is looking super basic right now. But this is basically the type of looks that I do when I go to like work and stuff like that. So this is kind of my everyday makeup routine, just trying out this foundation. It is now 2:09 right now. I'm gonna come back later on tonight and I'm going to show you guys how the foundation held up throughout the day. And yeah, this is it. I'm not putting on anything else. I'm just gonna put on some lip gloss. So you probably see me wearing lip gloss later on, but this is basically it. So I'll be back and I'll show you guys how the foundation looks later on. So hey guys, it's how many hours later? I stopped filming at around 2 o'clock. I left out and applied my foundation around 2 o'clock, and this is the results of it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 7 hours later, basically 6 if you want to get technical. And the foundation legitimately looks the exact same. It didn't oxidize. It kind of just adjusted to my actual skin tone, and it looks very natural. The only thing that I'm experiencing is a little smile lines right here, but that's just natural for me. I always get smile lines because my smile is humongous. I don't see any cons to this foundation. It's literally perfection. It's not settling into any fine lines on purpose. And it looks very natural, like very skin-like. Like it doesn't look too dewy, it doesn't look too matte. It's like that perfect in between. I don't know if the Milk and Magnesia had that much of an effect over the foundation. Maybe I should have tried it by itself, but it wouldn't be natural for me to try a foundation a way that I don't usually wear foundation. So if I wear foundation with a certain primer, I'm not going to use just the foundation by itself, because then obviously it's going to have effects that I'm going to complain about. So I really love the way this looks. The foundation is very affordable. This is probably going to be my everyday foundation, besides if I find something else. I usually wear my NARS foundation in the summertime, but I really love the way that this looks. Like it looks very natural. So yes bitch, like I can't say anything is wrong with it. The price is great. The only thing is that the foundation is really small. It's pretty darn good. Like you can't really complain. Very nice coverage, very nice finish. Longevity is definitely there. I still have the coverage that I had once I put it on earlier. So I'm really impressed by how this looks. Tell me if you ever tried this foundation before, or just comment below any of your favorite foundations that you are rocking now, or you've used in the past that you really liked, because I definitely want to review more foundations, especially for people that have acne prone skin with oily to combination, because I feel like it's very hard to find foundation that works well for us, especially the fact that, you know, a lot of companies limit foundations for our skin tone, so we always have to find a way in between to make a foundation our complexion. So that's another thing for another day, another conversation. Not really gonna get into it because it's just, it never ends. Like it's one of those things that is just whatever. So that is it for the Total Control foundation from NYX Cosmetics. I really love it. It gets 10,000 thumbs up, bitch. Like